Katie Mueller. Number 5, Kayla Gibson. Number 6, Kyla Chipman. Number 7, Elizabeth Carnes. Number 8, Laura Lucas. Number 9, Brianna Borto. Number 10, Gabriella Santorna. Number 11, Jess Curry. Number 12, Lauren Schiffler. Number 13, Lauren Barber. Number 14, Rachel Everett. Number 15, Amelia Kaiser. Number 16, Brittany Mitchell. Number 17, Francesca Schaefer. Number 18, Rebecca Henn. Number 19, Corey Phoenix. Number 20, Kristen Stockhausen. Number 21, Carly Walter. Number 22, Jesse Farrell. And number 23, Christina Perry. And now the players from the Wildcats of Central Washington. Introducing number 1, Via Value. Number 2, Heather Johnson. Number 19, Samantha Vincent. Number 4, Carrie Betancourt. Number 5, Ace Schaefer. Number 6, Cecilia Pasinga. Number 7, Taylor Duncan. Number 8, Jennifer Johnson. Number 9, Rosalind Pennant. Number 10, Katrina Long. Number 11, Ashley Rosemont. Number 12, Andy Totu. Number 13, Asane Sorebe. Number 14, Malay Alahuni. Number 20, Cassie Myers. Number 3, Haley Smith. Number 15, Cameron Deborah. Number 16, Brittany Atkinson. Number 17, Christina Dana. Number 18, Tiffany Chandler. Number 21, Rainey Myers. Number 22, Jennifer Larson. And number 23, Nicole Trio. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
League Sensations. I'm Dallin Stanford, and with me is Brendan Thompson. We're here for the exciting D1A National Championship, and Penn State return. And they're coached by Katie Daly, the Eagles sensation. And what a game and what a tournament they are going to have, of course. But they're up against the newcomers, Central Washington.
Yeah, Central Washington, they had a great season this year with a 15-1 record. So hopefully they can finish it off with a national championship this year.
And they're also coached by Eagles sensations as well. Mel Denham and them, right?
He's done a fantastic job being such a young program, and they've been training 5 times a week to get to this point, so it should be great.
Wow, and I believe there might be a Sarevi, a magician on the field as well.
Yes, I've heard. It would be unbelievable. I hope she's got the same skill set. It would be great to see.
Wasali Sarevi's daughter is in action as well, so Penn State looking for their 10th national championship, and they're up against of course, a huge team in Central Washington. We're going to go straight to the kickoff right now. And on the left of your screen, kicking off of the Penn State Nittany Lions. And received here from the Wildcats. Oh, it's bounced off the shoulder and taken quickly. And that's Hope Rogers steaming through the middle. The World Cup prop for the US Eagles. What an impact she has made in the first seconds of this game. As Penn State look for that, oh, huge tackle coming in there on the center. Schisler, she gets driven back. And a penalty against her. And that's Haley Slaughter, the referee in yellow. Haley Slaughter, one of the up-and-coming referees for USA Rugby. And actually, interesting enough, we spoke to her last night. She released her first album on iTunes, and it's called Anonymous. But we know about it now, so again, the word is out as the ball gets kicked out. We can look at the Penn State roster, and we spoke about Rogers up front. She is an absolute beast with the ball in hand, phenomenal stuff and skills. And then look at the eighth man, Lucas, very dangerous player indeed. And right at the fullback, Eagle sensation, member of the 2014 World Cup, Maya Bitzer. She's very dangerous ball in hand, and they're coached by Katie Daly. You see the line-out comes there, taken nicely. Driving maul here coming up from the Nittany Lions. Very powerful pack they have.
Great rolling maul there from the Penn State team.
And Bartow pulls it out. Not the cleanest pass, but thrown back inside to Schisler. Schisler, tackle to the deck. Still come the same way. Space, a little bit of space here to burn. And that's the outside centre, Lauren Barber, with that short haircut of hers. And now Rogers. Oh, so hard to bring down. Her opposite number comes flying in. Vafalu just brings it to the deck inside the 22. Penn State knocked backward. No, knock on, says Haley Slaughter. Showing early intent, aren't they, Tomo?
Yeah, definitely. We're going to have the Central Washington lineup here. So we have number 1, who's Angie Vivalu. Number 2, Heather Johnson. Number 3, Vivalu, sorry. Number 4, Vanilla Court. Number 5, Schaefer. Number 6, Tesangi.
Yeah, and look out for Sarevi wearing 13.
Yeah.
Phenomenal player indeed. And Myers at the back is an absolute steam engine. Sensational stuff. Meanwhile, back to the play here. And it's Penn State looking for the first try with that rolling maul right near the line.
They're over.
And they've scored
Try
already.
time. They are pumped. Huge try in the first 3 minutes of the match. They've had the ball the whole time. Great work there from the Penn State side.
Wow, phenomenal stuff. Wow, look at the replay here, just busting through. Great technique. And let's see what that number is. Who scores that? She turns around and darts backwards. We'll get a number shortly. And look how pumped up they are indeed, Tomo. You called it, sprinting back to the halfway line as they take a 5-0 lead.
So here's the kick coming up here. Just to extend this lead out to a 7-0. Penn State team are pumped for this one. Kick is up and looks like it's just going to be short, right in front of 6. It was on target, but score remains Penn State 5, Central Washington 0. First 5 minutes of the match.
Yeah, and that Penn State team, coached by Eagles' current coach, Pete Steinberg, and he's taken some time off recently. And Katie Daly has stepped up to help out. And the assistant coach is John Swat, does the lineouts. And Bernie Katorna, the defense. Brett Bissinger, the scrums. Code Basu, the skills. And Steph Millett, the forward. So what a coaching lineup Penn State has. And that's taken nicely now. Smashing it up is the loose forwards. And in fact, that was Taylor Pimkin. Now Hope Rogers. Always 2 or 3 players to bring her to the deck. They pull it back to the pocket. And putting it to the boot is Cantorna. Goes up to middle field, though, so it's a counter-attack on the cards.
There's Myers. He breaks through the line. It's finally brought down here. The Penn State screaming into the ball, but they've gone off their feet. We'll have a penalty here to the Central Washington side. Exciting little play, the number 15. She was a high school and junior U20 All-American and AIC transfer.
Yeah, that's the American International College. And in fact, that's where their head coach, Mel Denham, took them to a national championship in 2014. And a couple of those players have joined the Central Washington Wildcat team and have added a bit of experience. And as you can see in the centers, we spoke about her earlier in the pre-game. So Revy wearing the green boots, she is going to be dangerous ball in hand.
Yeah, definitely. Comes from a very, very good pedigree there.
So Revy, in fact, stepped me in a phone booth one day. Oh, it wasn't a pretty sight.
So Penn State to come away with it from that line out. Missed opportunity there for the Central Washington side.
Yeah, taken by Pimkin, the junior from Pittsburgh. She did very well, but the steal might have come in here, and it is from the Wildcats. Great work from their forwards.
Yep, and the referee's seen a knock on there. So we'll have a Central Washington scrum down. Just on the 40-metre line inside the Penn State half.
Yeah, we spoke about referee Hayley Slaughter. She refereed her first international test match in 2014 in Barbados. And that was against Trinidad and Tobago. Very experienced referee. She's done a lot of men's games as well. Seen her at the Vegas Sevens. And if you're just joining us here, we're at the Women's D1A National Championship. Following this is the men's. We've got Life University taking on St. Mary's Gales, and that will also be an absolute barn burner.
Massive game for both teams.
That game's going to be on ESPN3.com, so check that out. And right now, if you're tuning in, it's 5-0. The Nittany Lions from Penn State take an early lead. We'll see what Central Washington can do with the scrum.
So we'll have Penner with the feed into the scrum. All struggle to come out. It's coming outside the Penn State side. That's number 8. Annie Lucas taking it off the back. Oh, it's come. Here we go. Central Washington has it now. Flirting with the touchline. That's a number 5. That's Haley Schaefer. Big defense there from the Penn State team. Oh, they got room out to the right if they can get it out wide. That's Duncan. Oh, it's gone forward.
Just a slight knock-on coming in there, Tomo, but you called it. They opened up a lot of space to that right-hand side, and that will be dangerous if the Wildcats can keep ball in hand. Ferocious contact points, though. Massive tackle coming in there from Lauren Barber again, the 5th year from Indiana. She's put in a barnstorming run already. That's Haley Slaughter. Penn State looking pretty sleek in their Canterbury gear. They have not lost a 15s match on US soil since 2011.
Wow. And that's incredible.
Unbelievable stat. You won't find another team around with that many wins in a row. And in fact, they went to Europe recently. They played 3 matches. They played in the south of France and Spain. So they're a very experienced team. And of course, an overseas tour. I mean, what that does for team chemistry and unity.
Yeah, it definitely bonds the team and exposes them to different ways the game is played all over the world.
Meanwhile, back to the scrum. There's solid base there to pick and go. And that is Lucas, the 3rd-year player. Just comes out of the ISF program from California. They throw it back in field, but referee Slaughter was in the way. And so it's going to come back for the scrum here. Yeah, speaking about that ICF program, that's the Inner City Education Foundation out of Los Angeles. Yep. And Stuart Crone heads that up. And it's in a real tough part of the area in LA where a lot of the students don't have many opportunities to go on with after-school activities. And they've started a rugby program there a few years ago for guys and girls. And they've produced several players that have gone on to get scholarships in university.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic there. Fantastic program.
It really is. And here she goes again, picked up from Lucas. Steams ahead. Now they work their forwards coming through. Katie Miller, the collegiate All-American, takes play on the halfway line. Difficult ball to pick up though, but it's put to the boot from Katina, the junior All-American.
There's Myers back in the 22. Oh, nice little pass out there to Otu. Penner at the long. Long hit the forwards up through Viavalu. Penner. Out the long, out the back, and she's caught short. Oh, they're away. Penn State through number 7, Bitsy Cairns. Pots it off to number 4. It's Katie Miller, and that's try time against the runner play there for the Penn State Lions.
Wow, can you believe it? What a quick turnover. And all of a sudden, Penn State have scored their second try in this game. And it's that lady in your screen, Katie Miller, the member of the Air Force ROTC program. And wow, the pilot was absolutely flying. And that replay is coming up shortly. It really looked like Central Washington would build momentum and getting things going. And just that ball with crazy pass off the deck, and Katona was all over it. And then a huge play here from Corrins. Bitsy Corrins steaming up and managed to get the one-hand offload to Miller off the deck. That was champagne rugby from the ladies.
Shows you how damaging this Penn State team it can be with that against the play. Their attacking defense wasn't a great pass from Penner, but unfortunately the Penn State team were able to score a 5-pointer from it.
So the conversion kick from right in front is good. So 12-0 already. We only have 11 minutes gone in this first half.
Central Washington need to come back. They don't want this game so early on just to blow out. And Penn State have definitely got their tails up, so they need to get back to basics, start getting into their system of play. There's a lot of time left.
And they're the fans from Penn State in your screen. They're loving it. They're enjoying every minute of this game, looking for their 10th title. It reminds one of the Cal Rugby program in the men's division. Taken nicely, thrown back in field. Wow, stepping and weaving, using the fend. Penn State looking strong when they come back. Katona now puts it to the boot.
There's Myers again. Puts it back at him. Might go out, and it has on the full, so it'll come back to in line where she kicked it from. It'll be a Penn State line out.
Yeah, very impressive though. Cassidy Myers, he said she played the Junior All-Americans, and she really plays well beyond her size. Very small by nature, but very slippery with ball in hand.
Yeah, it looks like she's got a lot of pace. If she can find a little hole, looks like she'll be away.
And Andrea Villanova throwing in here, the 5th year from New Jersey for Penn State. Let's see what they do with their first line out. Oh, taken nicely in the front. Miller is in there. They get that rolling ball going. That's how they scored their first try. It actually was scored by Corrins. She has the ball right now, peels away the number 7. But they've managed to contain her. Now they look for Katona, throwing back in field. Oh, wonderful bust through the middle here is Lucas. Lucas stopped by the very small-looking Myers. Brings it to the deck in a great tackle.
Great work there from the fullback.
It was indeed. Oh, smashing through Hope Rogers. Get off me, she says. Bundling people to the deck. There's numbers to move here. Quick hands. Oh. Knock backwards. Slaughter says, we're going to come back for the knock on. Danger times on the outside.
Very impressed with Cassidy Myers back there. As you said before, she plays well upon it beyond her size, and she just proved that right then, just stopping. It was a front row forward, just running straight at it, stopped in her tracks.
That's right. It was Lucas, Annie Lucas. Had a storming run there up the middle wearing the scrum cap. Still the let-off is not to come yet for the Central Washington because it's Penn State ball. They could pick and go to the right with Lucas, or they have their backs to the left. Solid shove coming here. Lucas has the ball at the back, going for the push-over try. Classic Penn State rugby.
Almost there.
Oh,
she went without it.
Penalty, I think, holding the ball on the ground. Great call from Hayley Slaughter, the referee.
Yeah, just kind of got behind her there a bit, and she was over the line, but the ball was just behind her legs. It's unfortunate, though, but very damaging scrum from the Penn State team.
Extremely powerful indeed. Central Washington can be lucky that she bubbled that ball back behind her toes. And Mayo will get to relieve a bit of pressure here for the ladies in red.
So she takes play just outside their own 22. We'll have a replay of the penalty. So big scrum there, and the ball's just behind her. She tries to regather. And Penner from Central Washington all over. So forces the penalty. So it looks like the number 9, Rosa Penn, is going to be the thrower into the line out. Good take there. The Central Washington team. Just driving just over their own 22. So Penn finds Long. Oh, huge hit there. Tutatu makes about 15 metres out to Penn to Long. There's Sarevi. Out there to 14, that's Halahone. Over the 40-metre line, Penn finds Long again. It's the number 8, that's Johnson, and she's coughed it up. Penn State come away with it.
Oh, showing a little dummy and skill there from the front row forwards. That was Katie Benson showing all the skills.
A little knock on there from Penn State.
So that's some good enterprising play from Central Washington Wildcats, moving the ball out wide. I expect as this game starts to open up, they're going to be very dangerous when they shift that ball.
Looks like Sarevi is, look, they're having a split field. Sarevi's coming over to the left-hand side. Looks like Penn State's marking them up well. Centre field scrum, just over the 40-metre line of their own half. So Penn State, in these first 15 minutes of the match, have just come out of the blocks racing. So Central Washington have to settle things down and get into their rhythm. They've got a short arm penalty now. They're going to look to go quick through number 8. That's Jenny Johnson. Jenny Johnson finds Sarevi. Let's see what she can do. She's off one. Oh, ref's called it back. The girls haven't heard it yet. But unfortunately, they didn't take it on the mark, so they'll come back to the short arm.
Yeah, that's always a tricky one, Tomo, just missing the mark. You want to go eagerly and get the game going. The referee brings it back, though.
So we'll see what they set up with. Going off the last game, they had a couple of set moves off the short arm tap, which you haven't seen for a number of years, but it's good that it's creeping back into the game. So they're going to go for a scrum. So right on the 40.
Central Washington, we mentioned they're coached by Mel Denham. She's got 20 caps for the Eagles. And assistant coach Katie Dowdy with 3 caps, also played for the women's sevens. And they're up against Katie Daly, their teammate from the Eagles 7 squad. So really it's a battle going back and forth. And this is the second time both head coaches going head to head. The last time they were in 2011, Harvard played Notre Dame in the D2 finals. And Denham was coaching at Harvard and Daly at Notre Dame.
There's that massive scrum there from the Penn State team. Just shy of the 22-metre there from number 10. That's Katorna.
They've got space to burn here on the outside. Barber looking, showing the ball. Could she go all the way to the outside centre? Oh, Mayer is right on her and may have held that ball up. That could be a great bit of burglary work. No.
Try time.
Try awarded. And that is number 13, Lauren Barber, the 5th-year student who's been to the Barbers recently, scores a classic try for her team.
That was great work there from the number 13. She had the ball in hand. She was showing. Didn't know the defence, didn't know if she was going to pass or run, and it was great work. See, ball in 2 hands, kids at home. Run with it, and then defend 5 metres out from the line. Myers does exceptionally well, but unfortunately she just rolled over, puts the ball to the grass, and that's a 5-pointer for Penn State. That takes the score. Penn State 17, Central Washington yet to score.
Yeah, Penn State looking very commanding in this early part of the game. You mentioned their 9 national championships, and they won the Big Ten Conference recently, and they reached the D1 Fall Championship where they beat Quinnipiac in the semi-finals, and then a tough Norwich team, 42-5 in the final. Penn State really have been one of the leading programs in women's rugby for the last couple decades.
It's a tough kick. Unfortunately, just doesn't have the legs there, so score still will remain at Penn State 17, Central Washington zip. You can hear the crowd is definitely getting into it. The Penn State crowd, the fans, singing the songs. So Central Washington, you'd have to say, Dallenby would definitely have to be the next to score. They don't want this score blowing up anymore.
Yeah, they will indeed. Meanwhile, we might as well, while they take a quick water break, let you know that you need to come out to Sacramento, California this July to witness the Pacific Nations Cup doubleheader between Fiji and Samoa. And the USA Eagles taking on Japan in a World Cup preview at Bonnie Field. Tickets available at www.ticketmaster.com. And that doubleheader is going to be absolutely fantastic. 2 weekends of great rugby. And that one is July 24th. The US Eagles, obviously that's be a good preparation for their Rugby World Cup campaign.
Yeah, definitely. Are any of those teams in the same pool? Okay. Do you know?
Yes, Japan. I think Japan, USA going head to head. So it's a little preview. And Japan have actually shown some real form in recent years.
Well, their domestic competition's just blowing up at the moment, isn't it? You know, they're getting all the ex-players, ex-professionals getting over there, earning the big bucks.
That's right. Todd Clever actually was playing in Japan for 3 or 4 good seasons, the Eagles captain. Meanwhile, the oranges and water is brought on for both teams. It's very humid and hot out there, but the field is in perfect condition here at Kennesaw State University. If you just joined us, the Nittany Lions lead the women's D1A final 17-0. We've had about 20 minutes in this first half.
We'll have to ask them to turn the air conditioner off a bit there, Dallin.
Yeah, we're lucky the commentary booth here has got some cold refreshments and nice and cool for us watching through this.
It's the only way to watch rugby, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. VIP tickets. So, it's a kickoff after that try. Taken cleanly. Oh, and smashing up here is Penn State all the way to the halfway line, and that's the 8th man, Lucas. And now Rogers, jumpers, keep the change. Rogers bumbling people to the deck, but don't argue, fend, as Cantona hits it downfield.
Oh, it's great work there from Razama. There's Myers going in to help out. Penner out to Long. Long hitting the forwards. But Vivalu, she needs support there. They've got the penalty, not releasing from the tackler. The Penn State players a bit too eager.
There were some big collisions there. I'd like to see some of those replays. I mean, I think we can get one of them right here. And here it is, Hope Rogers. Oh, Rogers, like the Great Wall of China, so solid, just knocking people out the way. Not the first time this game she has put people on their backs.
So that is Myers taking play just over the 40-metre line for Central Washington.
Push it!
So Penner is going to have the throw in. It looks like we have Heather Johnson, the hooker, standing at halfback. Penn State too good. Snaffle the ball, but Johnson comes away with it. Down the short side. I don't think the Central Washington forwards knew what was going on there, but they're finally getting into position. Penner trying to find it, finally gets it out to Long, goes to ground. Recovered there from Schaefer. It's Penner again, out to Long. Got to get into the danger. There's Serevi. Ball goes to ground again. Unfortunately, that's Alahuna taken up. Serevi double tackled, knock on there. Penn State comes away with it.
And it's a great little pick up there from Lucas, the number 8. Now they work the short side, offsides advantage. It'll be a penalty here for Penn State. Lazy running, they call that. But was hoping to see a bit of Serevi magic there. The Queen of Sevens, they've nicknamed her. I'd like to see her get some space here in 15s. Sally Serevi, the magician. Got a chance to play against Rugby a few times during the World Series, and boy, can he make that ball
break
disappear.
a couple of ankles on people.
Oh, absolutely. One time he stepped all of us, including the linesman. So Penn State now have a wonderful attacking opportunity. They're rolling ball. Scored that first try. Full line out. Thrown in by Villanova. They go to the front, taking cleanly from Miller, the try scorer. And now they rumble for the line. It's brought down 5 meters out. No, it's still in the air. And they may push this over. Could they stamp in their 4th try already? In just 25 minutes gone. Great defense there from Central Washington. And they've stopped that drive.
Good work there from the Central Washington side. Once Penn State, once they get that rolling maul going, they're very hard to stop it. Now it looks like they've figured out a way to do it, so without any illegal play. So we'll have a scrum down. We've got to get Long, is going to have to get that ball, hoof it as far downfield as she can. Central Washington just can't afford pretty much to be in their own half now at this point in the game. They need some points coming back.
That's right. They're going to give their fans something to shout about. The Central Washington side. They went undefeated in league play, 8-0. And they pulled off the non-conference win over a very, very good Quinnipiac team.
That's a lot faster.
And the Wildcats, see what they can make of the scrum. Oh, it's a tight head. It's come the way of the Nittany Lions. They're trying to push for a pushover scrum, but it's taken at the back there from Lucas. Almost looked like a forward pass to Hope Rogers. Look forward indeed. Rogers, though, gets tackled short of the line, and that is a rare feat indeed. And it might be a knock-on. Yeah, I think Slaughter's got that.
She's picked up the forward. Or is it knock-on?
Looked like a forward pass to us, but she's singling and...
Looked like a little quarterback handoff, didn't it?
Yeah, it did indeed. And to stop Rogers from that close out, whew, no mean feat.
So Central Washington find themselves in the same position they were a couple of moments ago. Maybe lower in the scrum, I think, might be the answer. You see how low the Penn State team is compared to the Central Washington side. Really allows them to get up, under, and drive them off the ball. That's better there from Central Washington. Penner out to... That's Myers with a step inside her own goal line. Good work from the little fullback. That was hard on defence there from Penn State, but the pressure isn't let off yet.
She did brilliantly indeed to step off that foot and then get the kick to touch. Well, in the background there you see the Sarevi banner, and the daughter is playing right now of Wasali, the king.
It would be kind of cool playing in the stadium with your name.
That is very special indeed. And this rolling ball keeps going again. Laid back from Pipkin. Chipman is in there as well, the sophomore from Hong Kong. And now it comes away with it, Lucas. Very active so far. They try to find the outside backs. Katona stepping and going herself. Spots a little gap. The centers come to help her out. And now, oh, solid tackle coming in from Carins, the senior.
Got to get around.
Looking for the offload.
Oh, Myers, nice hit.
Huge tackle coming in from the small Myers. Penn State come the other way now.
And Myers has heard from that.
I hope she's okay as Chipman gets an extra few meters. Now Corrins just trying to grind away to this try line about 5 meters out. This is Penn State, numbers to the left. If they can move it right now. And that's Benson.
A quick ball. There's no defenders out on the left-hand side.
They have to score here and well, and it's an easy touchdown for number 15, Maya Bitzer, the 2014 World Cup sensation with 13 caps to her name, scores the 4th try for the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Here's the replay as we see. Taking it up through the forwards. That's Benson. Just sucking in the last 2 defenders, as you can see. And it's quick ball there for Bartow out wide to the number 15, Bitzer. Try time in the corner. 2 points to come.
Yeah, clinical rugby there from Penn State. Just moving the ball left and right, and then the space opened up on the outside. And that's 4 tries for them already in the first 26 minutes. It's going to be an uphill battle for Central Washington Wildcats to come back. A new program started by Mel Denham and her coaching staff. And they're looking also to leave a legacy behind. They know Penn State's been a dominant force in recent years, and their vision is to create a new brand of rugby and a new standard that can compete with Penn State. Still a lot of time left in this game as Gabby Cantona, the junior All-American, doesn't find the conversion, but they're up 22-0 in this first half.
She's been unlucky there. She had all her field goals or conversions on that side of the field. So Central Washington coming back for the restart. I think Myers is up and about. She went down for a split moment there after that big hit. But she's a tough little cookie and she's playing on.
She is indeed. She banks this ball downfield. Oh, taken again nicely. Absolutely storming return there from Taylor Pipkin. Oh, but she's lost the ball in possession, and the Wildcats now have a turnover.
Penner with the ball. They're going to come back, no advantage.
And World Rugby Shop is proud to be the official online retailer of USA Rugby. Get all your USA Eagles gear and more at worldrugbyshop.com. Wonderful company supplying great gear. All your rugby needs, go to worldrugbyshop.com. They've been a great support of rugby here in the US for many years, Tomo.
Definitely, definitely. So we've got Central Washington. Centre field scrum, good attacking position. We've got the backs lined out to the right. Looks like we have Sarevi and is that Halahuni? But Penn State, once again, their strong forward pack has disrupted it and they get the penalty from it, holding it in. I think Central Washington really need to get lower in that scrum. They need to set a good platform for their backs, but unfortunately they've not been able to do it so far.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it all comes down to set pieces. We saw it in the last game as well. Struggling the set pieces really puts you under all sorts of pressure, especially with 4 tries on the board ready for Penn State. They are taking the wealth of possession. Oh, it's knocked backwards, a la volleyball style.
Oh, so they're from Sarevi to Tarsinga. Tarsinga taking it up. She's still going, pumping those legs. There's Penn up, ball sitting there. Out to Myers, it looks like slotted into number 10. Ah, poor pass there from Myers. Hit the feet of, looks like, Vivalu, and didn't have the magic hands there. So, looks like we're going to go back for a scrum for the Penn State team.
Yeah, looking dangerous indeed. Nice little flick back by Sarevi herself, showing all the 7 skills we've come to expect from that family name. Carries a lot of weight, not just in Fiji, but all over the world. Penn State have most of their backs to the left-hand side of the field. And of course, Lucas, their 8th man, has been live wire. She can pick up and go. She's the team captain.
She's got about a 20-metre blindside there for him.
That's right. Sorry, Corrins is the team captain, 7. Lucas now picks and goes. There she goes. Great little loop from the halfback.
Oh, Myers.
Solid tackle from Myers. Penn State still keep possession. And that's Rachel Ehrenke. She takes up play about 10 metres out. Cantona. Oh, I just couldn't hold on to that. Was Benson. Unfortunately, they call her Baby Melon, and she just drops that one.
So Penn State sort of letting Central Washington off the hook again. But Myers has just been involved in every little bit of defence that's been going on. She's probably the smallest player in the Central Washington team.
Oh, she really is. I mean, you can see why she's starting. She's really being a spark in this team. We'd love to see the Central Washington team attack in the opposition 22, but right now they're under all sorts of pressure again.
Yeah, she's looking a bit ginger from those couple of hits that she's had, but hopefully she can stay on. She's inspiring her team. So we'll see if maybe Jenny Johnson might take it off the back here. Trying to make a couple more yards. The referee's just trying to get these scrums sorted. So Penn up, ball in. Better scrum there from Central Washington. Ref says the ball's out to Myers. Myers probably makes about 10 metres, but Penn State still hard on attack. Great position for him. So it looks like we're going to have a full line out.
Throwing into Andrea Villanova, the 5th here from New Jersey. She was on the money earlier. We've got some great jumpers in Miller, finding Miller up the front. The characteristic rolling ball coming in. They've worked so hard at this, haven't they? Katie Daly, very technical in her coaching.
Great ball.
Coming through the back there, looks like it's still a maul, so it's a tough call. I would say she was coming off sides and I'd give a penalty to Penn State there.
Johnson a bit too eager there to stop it, but I mean, it came off well for the Central Washington side.
Yeah, Haley Slaughter there.
I mean, you never know the way their scrum's been going. They might be able to blow them off, but there's a better scrum there from Central Washington, that last one. Just got to get lower, as we talked about before. They need a good kick there from Long just to get out of their own 22, which they're struggling to do at the moment.
Yeah, well, the game so far has been played inside the half of Central Washington. In the last at least 10 minutes inside the 22. See if they can get lower, as you pointed out, Tomo, in the scrum.
See the body height of him. That's a great scrum there from Penn State. Just turned the Central Washington's side, but it looks like they've come away with a penalty. See what that penalty was for? Didn't really.
No, I couldn't really see the call there, but.
But anyway,
leading feet, I think, diving over.
Yeah. So Myers gets him out of their 22. About 5 metres outside.
Okay, this summer come to Cary, North Carolina for the 2015 NACRA Sevens Championship to see which countries will represent the North American and Caribbean region at the 2016 Rio Summer Olympic Games. Visit nacra7s.com, which is NACRA7s.com for more information. That, of course, is going to be so important for the US to qualify for the Olympic Games.
Yeah, great thing that the rugby's finally getting inclusion, getting the respect it deserves on the world stage. Inclusion into the Olympics. So we've got a short arm penalty here for the Penn State team.
Looking for a tap and go, the fullback, Maya Bitzer. She's one of the ladies who's represented the US national team, the 15s. I'd like to see her give it a go at sevens as well. And they opted for a scrum. This thing is a good call. Their scrum has been absolutely dominant. We know they've got dangerous backs out wide.
Still with the 15-metre blindside here.
Watch for Lucas, Annie Lucas. He's at the tail of that scrum. Slaughter trying to get things going. Hope Rogers is the closer side. Oh, an early push. So it's a tough penalty indeed. Rogers is just so strong, she leans in and the scrum moves.
Oh, she's tapped it quick, Penner. That's a number 19, that's Sammy Pinson. Ball sits on the platter there from Pinner. Oh, no, a little knock on there from Schaefer. Not what they needed. I think it might be a mental thing now, Dallin. Simple passes going to ground. Surely uncharacteristic of them if they've made it this far.
Yeah, you're 100% right, and especially in this time, 5 minutes to go for the first half. Still stuck in the end zone. You don't want to give Penn State the opportunity or possession. They've scored 4 marvelous tries already. As this heat and humidity keeps coming down here at Kennesaw State University. The Fifth Third Bank Stadium, beautiful venue for this USA Rugby College Championship. And use the hashtag College15s if you're on Twitter or Facebook. And here they go. Lucas, oh, and she gets rumbled into. Tasinga brings it to the deck. Now Rogers. Oh, huge fend coming in there. Vavalatu gets bumped off. Still working the same way. Now it's Miller from the Air Force. At the back, Katona has to come back for that. And now a little dummy and go from Schisler. LS, her nickname, her initials. Wonderful runner with the ball. And now Villanova steams up play, but big tackle and could be a turnover coming in here. I think there's advantage, says referee Slaughter, for a knock-on in that tackle. But Vevalatu, she really is an absolute monster in the tackle, the junior from South Sacramento.
Yeah, massive. She uses it well though, which is great. Very impressed with the forwards from Penn State. They're getting a lot of go-forward ball for their backs to run. It looks like they've got a scrum here for them. So another chance for them to stamp their dominance on this match. So with about 3 minutes to go in the first half of this game, score still remains at 22 to Penn State. Central Washington yet to score.
Now it looks like a little bit of an early shove there coming from Central Washington. Slaughter gave a penalty away for that. Spits out the back though. Lucas grabs it. He contends with nice pressure on. A beautiful no-look pass there from Bartow. And cutting straight through, and she'll score the 5th try. Magical stuff, like a sleek racing snake. But she may have knocked it on. I spoke too soon.
Has she? She did.
Gabby Cantona, the sophomore from State College.
Early celebration.
Oh, we got so excited in the commentary booth here. We didn't even watch her put the ball down, as it might have slipped out of her grasp. Can't wait to see this replay, Tomo.
She's not happy about it. Central Washington, unfortunately. Here we go. No reason. They need to get out of their own half here. Only 22, actually. There we go. There's Johnson taking it off the back. She makes some good meters. She needs support there. Penner looking. There we go. Myers at the back. Good kick there. Nice little bounce for him. So we're going to have a look at the replay from that try celebration. There's Jones. There's Bartow and Katorna, and she's through. And what happens? She's looking around, and there's a lesson for us kids at home. Always ball in two hands.
Well said, Tomo. That really, she could have dived. I love the dive myself.
Dives are nice.
Yep, hashtag champagne rugby as the ball keeps going strong here from Penn State, grinding out this half. Right at the back is Lucas, and this is working wonderful for them so far in this game. The Central Washington defenders now coming from the side. Heather Johnson is in there too, as Katona now tries to pick it up the bootstraps, but it's fall in the way of Shisla. She takes up play well inside the 22. The bells are ringing for half-time. Corrins to Hope Rogers. Rogers, could she score? Flirting with a touchline. Rogers is over. That is a forwards try if you've ever seen one. And Hope Rogers deserves exactly that reward.
That was amazing stuff there from the front row forward. Here's the replay we'll show. So it looks like Penn State through Bartow. Out to Cairns, and then hitting Rogers, and the leg drive with the fend, the strength of the woman, and over. So we'll have Katorna changing sides this time, going for the 2-point conversion.
Wow, Hope Rogers' family watching must be absolutely delighted. Their former baton twirler has turned into an absolutely wonderful rugby player, representing the United States and Penn State with sheer class. Katorna with a very difficult sideline kick. It has the direction, but not the distance. As that brings up the half-time whistle, it's 5-0. Penn State lead this exciting clash 27-0 here at Kennesaw State University. On keys here for the comeback for Central Washington, Tomo.
Well, I think they just need to get their hands on the ball. You know, there's, I'd have to say Penn State probably had about 70-75% of possession in the first half, which is, it's hard to score points without the ball in the hand. So I think they just need to get into the system of play as well, and they need their big players to step up and start leading from the front.
That's right. They've been stuck in their own end zone. Territory was very important. They just had to defend so many different occasions. And those forwards from Penn State, really such great players. The rolling ball was to great effect, scoring most of their tries through their forwards. And in the end, 5 tries from Penn State, looking for their 10th national championship. And you can see why they've been a dominant force in women's rugby for so long right now. 27-0.
All girls with women, you can talk about trying on rugby. It's just time to pick up the ball and run with it. Have you tried playing it? Do you want to? Are you currently playing or have you hung up the boots and looking to get back? Try on coaching or try on refereeing. Rugby is exactly what you are looking for. Check out tryonrugby.com for more information today. Fans come out to Sacramento, California this July to witness the Pacific Nations Cup doubleheader between USA versus Japan and Fiji taking on Samoa. Tickets and more information at usarugby.org/USA-DJPN. Rugby fans come together with Emirates, the official airline of USA Rugby. Enjoy our award-winning service to more than 140 destinations worldwide across 6 continents. Tomorrow brings us all closer to the game we love. Fly Emirates. Hello tomorrow. D1A Rugby is the premier division for men's college rugby. Over 40 of the top schools in the country battling over 7 conferences, D1A is the elite college rugby competition. Find out more at D1A.com and be sure to follow D1A Rugby on Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back, rugby fans. It's 27-0, leading Penn State are taking this game so far against Central Washington. I'm Dallin Stanford, and with me is Brendan Thompson. We're going to take a look at those highlights from the first half's action. And here they are here. Started off right in the front, great rolling ball. And it was Carnes at the end of this. She did brilliantly to lead the drive and then just busting over the try of the game. Following shortly thereafter, very determined defense came flying up in their face of trouble. And all of a sudden it was Carnes again heavily involved, breaking through. Maya did brilliantly to stop her in the tackle here, but the offload to Miller was superb and she got the second try of the game.
And now we have a look at the number 13. That's Barber. She pretty much did it all herself, the show and the go, ball in two hands and the fend right at the end and rolled over for the next 5-pointer. And then space for days out here. And that's number 15, Bitzer, blowing the score out. And here's the big barnstorming run from the number 3, Hope Rogers, try time.
27-0, Penn State lead. The second half has just kicked off. And Penn State, the ladies, still with possession as they come steaming up here through Hope Rogers, the try scorer from earlier. The ball spits loose though, but it's going to be no advantage coming. Offsides play. And there seems to be an injured player in the background. It looks like it could be Bitsy Carnes, the captain, the senior. In fact, no, Carnes is up and okay. So it's her double, the stunt double. I think it's, and it's Schisler, that is, Lauren Schisler. Schisler is one of the best centres in the league, and head coach Daly thinks she's one of the most underrated centres in all of college rugby. And if you're just tuning in as well, don't forget, following this is the Men's D1A National Championship, and that'll be on ESPN3. So you'll switch channels to ESPN3.com, and there you'll get to watch an absolutely pulsating final between Life University and the Gales from St. Mary's. And Tomo, you're a Life University man yourself.
Yeah. Retired about a year and a half ago, but still loving watching the boys play, and they're seeing them play last weekend. Everyone was set up for a cracking match in the next game at 4 p.m.
Yeah, indeed, as we see the rolling ball here from Penn State. Carnes has it at the back, the captain. Now she's come away with it, busting on the outside. Beats the first defender. Takes play inside the 22. The Nittany Lions on attack. Taken up from Katie Benson. Baby Lemon. Ball's on the deck and picked up here, and it's a turnover. Vivolo, there she goes. Ponytail and all.
Still going. She's met with by Heather Johnson. Ball sieves out from Penner. She paddles it back, but the Penn State defense is right on top of her. Here we go, out to Long. Long there to Tatapu. Here we go, Sarevi, ball in hand, but unfortunately doesn't get her opportunity to shine, and the ball come back for the knock-on. So Penn State scrum, 3 metres inside the Central Washington 22-metre line.
We got a chance to chat to Sally during the break, good old Sarevi, and he was excited to see his daughter in action. The King of Sevens is here, just keeping an eye on things. Pulled a pretty good goose step on Tomo earlier as well.
Didn't even see him, mate. Happened that quick.
The rugby community, so special here. So Penn State looking for that powerful scrum of theirs. And up front, of course, they've got Benson and Rogers. Now they peel away to the right-hand side. Lucas, she's contended nicely with a double tackle. Good counter ruck as well coming in. Penn State still in possession, though. Taken by Carnes. And now picked up another extra couple of meters. Pipkin is in there too. Driving it forward there, Chipman. There they go with Rogers. Oh, thunderous hit by 2 defenders. Now picking up, going up through the middle. Just a few meters short. Lucas. They find their backs. Katona finds Barber. Schisler finds the offload. Oh! Just catch and score. It was all on there for Fury.
Ball needed to be in front, didn't it?
Yep, Tess Fury had to reach behind her. And that's 2 tries that have just scored. 2 or 3 that have just been fumbled over the line. much to the relief of the Wildcats.
So there we see out to Barbara Schisler, and Fury just ball needed to be in front. She was just sort of overran it, and then she would have been in for a certain 5-pointer. But Central Washington led off the hook once again. 5 metres out from their own try line. And it all starts with the scrum. If they can get this scrum settled and solid and give the platform for their backs to be able to get the ball in hand on the front foot, it could be a completely different game. So we have 35 minutes to go in the game, and things can turn.
They really can. It starts with that platform, as you said. See what the Wildcats can make of this. Stuck in the end zone again.
Penner, ball in.
Oh, it's a tight end though. It's picked up at the back from Lucas. Lucas dives just short of the line. Oh, it's so hard to stop. Near and they're over. Benson. Katie Benson. Baby Mellon scores as her sister, the track star, watches on from Penn State. And they've added their 6th try already. And that is exactly what their fans have come to watch.
So we'll have a look at the replay of that 5-pointer. So there's the tight head. That's Lucas off the back, inches from the line. We'll get a number. It looks like number 3, Rogers again.
It's Benson, actually.
Benson.
Yeah, Benson scores a try. So both props have scored a try each, showing the power and the dominance they have in the forward pack. And that's why they've been such a successful program over the years. 32-0 already. And the Wildcats, just when we said they needed to get their scrum sorted out, give away a tight head and another try.
That's a better looking kick, but again, just short to the left from Katorna. So Central Washington need to be the next to score, you'd have to think, with 6 minutes into the 6 minutes into the second half. And at PNC San Jose, Aviva Stadium becomes home of the International Rugby July 18th with a doubleheader featuring Canada taking on Japan and the USA Eagles in the World Cup preview against Samoa. Tickets available at www.ticketmaster.com.
Yeah, it's a great weekend of rugby there. Meanwhile, picked up nicely here from Pipkin. She is a great receiver of the ball at the kickoffs and makes 20 meters for her team. As Rogers,
massive.
Bumping people off like flies, still going strong.
Wow.
Oh, Hope Rogers, and cutting them loose is the loose forward, Chipman.
Nice.
It really is. Penn State showing all their skills. Wonderful offload, busting off the fullback there is Bitzer. Bitzer's inside the 22. Schisler picks it up at her bootstraps.
A mismatch out wide, if she can get it out.
Barber stepping and going. Barber's bundled a touch though. Great defense there in the end.
Wow. That is a huge run. Fantastic stuff.
Can't wait to see the replay if we can cue that up even when there's a little break in play. Rogers just punishing defenders, brushing them aside. Look at the replay here. Here she goes. There's the fend. Wow. And the second player to the ground she goes.
A bit of hair.
The third, and she gets the offload away. What can't she do?
Good take there from Valena Court. Ball spits out the side. It's like number 7, Duncan cleans it up. Penner. Out to Myers. Nice little step there, but she's got to get out of her own in-goal line. And she does. Good work from the little fullback. She's been impressive all day with her defence. As she shows a bit of on her attack. To Serevi, and she's unfortunately tackled inside her in goal. Dangerous play. They've got to just kick it out and make sure they don't just paddle it around in their own in goal, because it just gives the ball straight back to the Penn State team.
And that's the tricky part. Once you step 1 or 2 defenders and there's more rushing up, you're only going to make a meter or 2. Very tough. Lots of pressure coming in there from Penn State. That's the thing. They've done their homework on this team. They know if they can shut out the hot stepper herself, Myers, they've got all to play for. So, and that's the referee. We pointed out Haley Slaughter. is also an accomplished CrossFit athlete, and she's hoping to qualify for the 2016 CrossFit Games.
You'll be there yourself, I heard.
That's right, I'll be watching from the sidelines. Oh. Yeah, unfortunately, you haven't seen the gym.
Yeah, I forgot what they look like as well, mate. Oh, big hit there. So, Penner out to Myers. That's what we need. That's what they, just outside the 22, or just on the 22. But more metres to be made.
Looked like Slaughter had her hand up for a penalty advantage after that tackle, but then changed her mind at the last second. Slaughter, she toured with Ace of Base in 2008 as a backup singer.
I heard the live album to that. It was one of my favourites. Definitely on the iPod, sorry.
Villanova on the 22, an attack for Penn State. Finds Miller on the front. Oh, and they get to that drive. Miller can also play flanker. Right at the back here to the captain, Carins, the All-American. Wonderful rolling ball they got going on. But they might have gone into each other. Truck and trailer is the call. Carins is not happy about that. We haven't really seen Central Washington able to fling that ball around. They haven't had much ball to speak of.
No, they haven't, which is unfortunate because it looks like they've got some very exciting players out there. It seems like they only need a little bit of room to move to get this back line started, but it all starts up front. And if they can, half an hour to go in the match, nothing's impossible. But it really needs to start with the forwards. But we'll see what they can do here. We've got Penner put the ball into the scrum. We've got Myers standing at the back, Long just to her left. So there's Penner. But you see that Penn State team just marching forward. Ball comes out. Myers finds touch. Looks like just inside the 22 now.
So it's still going to be Penn State on attack. Been absolutely dominant in recent years. And we mentioned they went on an overseas tour earlier this year. Head coach Katie Daly is a former Women's Eagle. You can see her skill showing here as they attack with Katona. Looking for Barber. Barber drops it backwards, but picked up nicely by Carins. And now the forwards get in there. Driving it up into enemy territory, pick and go. Oh, that's Rogers. Oh, Rogers stumbling for the line. You won't stop her at that range. Hope Rogers. And that's another great score. Shut the gates. She's over.
She's definitely putting her hand up for Woman of the Match contender, for sure. She's had a fantastic game. You can see it rumbling up through the captain, Karens. Couple of metres made there. And there's Rogers, hands on the ball, and the leg drive and power. Myers, unfortunately, just maybe
you're allowed one movement out, so she gets tackled and is allowed to place it out. And Slaughter was right in the spot there. But really, Hope Rogers has been one of the many talented forwards in this game. She is looking to be the man of the match so far. Scoring looks to be their 7th try already. And Penn State, can you believe it? Going after it right from the start. You can see why some of their games, they beat a good Norwich team 42-5. I mean, a score normally looks like it's a one-sided affair. They really don't allow the opposition any space to move. Conversion is successful. And that brings the score out to 39-0. And this game, this national title, looks to be going the way of Penn State, their 10th title. And don't forget, after this game, it's the Men's D1A National Championship on ESPN3.com. You're going to get to watch the St. Mary's Gales take on Life University, the Running Eagles, as they're called. Sitting next to Running Eagle right now, actually. Brendan Thompson, the fellow commentary booth. We see Penn State back on the attack. They're wasting no time in getting Chipman back involved from Hong Kong. And now, the captain. Oh, Corrin cutting them through like a runny nose. Still going, one to beat. She won't get through Myers, but gets the offload to Miller. Miller has been absolutely superb in this game, supporting them at all different phases. Now the forwards arrive. Rogers is in there too. Pick and go. Penn State right back into the 22 where they've just left and bustling the other line.
Again.
That's Rogers. She's hungry for a third. Couple of super subs on the field as well. Looks like Carly Waters.
Oh, slight little knock on.
And thank goodness for the Central Washington fans. So the super sub Carly Waters come on, the freshman from Pennsylvania. You've got a feel for this Wildcat team. They've done brilliantly to get to this far, Tomo.
Yeah, they have. They have definitely done it. They've had a very great season, as we said before. They've had a 15-1 overall record. Its only loss came against a senior club side in the Seattle Saracens. So, you know, they can definitely put the runs on the board when needed to be, but they've come up against an extremely talented Penn State side today, which just came out of the blocks firing and haven't stopped. So, but still, 25 minutes to go in the game. Anything can happen. I've seen bigger scores get caught, so girls are just going to stay with it. See, penalty there. Looks like they're pulling the scrum around, so good chance here for Central Washington to get out of their 22. Take play up against up to maybe about halfway.
Yeah, speaking of the Central Washington program, they were established in 1990. But because they've earned varsity status last fall, that's how they were able to attract a lot of quality players. And so expect to hear a lot more from this program in the years to come.
Good kick there from Myers. Takes play just still inside their own half. They really need to start generating something from here. So Pennant to throw the ball in. Villancourt goes up for it at the Penner. Bit of a 7-style line out there, Dallin.
Yeah,
Lalu up there. Go, girl. Quick ball there. Penner along. That's Tiatu. She speeds one. Oh, big hit there. Huge collision. Looks like she's come off second best. She's on the ground. But Penn State have come away with it. They're going out to the right-hand side. Ball goes wide from, that was Schisler.
That tackle, though, has left Tufutu on the ground. Love to see a replay of that collision because it is Maya Bitzer. Maya Bitzer, here's the replay coming in. Look at this camera work, wonderful stuff. And Bitzer, the human sledgehammer, comes flying in with a wonderful textbook tackle.
So she took an elbow to the head and she got up straight away.
Yeah, and in fact, the player on the ground is the ball carrier in that scenario. And that was Fina Tututu. But while she's on the deck.
So BLK, the fastest growing teamwear supplier in the world, is proud to be the official apparel partner of USA Rugby. Visit blksport.com to see how we can assist you and your team to go beyond limits known. BLK, it's not change, it's evolution.
Wonderful stuff there from the BLK kit suppliers. Here's that replay again. Just cutting them to shreds. And that's when the step needed to be made. She tried to do the Polynesian step.
Valerie sidestep, straight over the top.
We have a quick water break now. Meanwhile, while they grab water, ARG is a proud sponsor of USA Rugby. ARG is the leading international insurance and financial services organization, serving commercial, institutional, and individual customers in more than 130 countries. ARG, wonderful supporters of USA Rugby. Got to thank them for that. Oh, it's pretty hot and humid down there on the field, Tomo. And it's not stopping Penn State putting on a masterful display of rugby as they lead 39-0 here at Kennesaw State University.
Yeah, very dominant performance from the champion team that they are. Still with 23 minutes to go, and everyone's getting pumped up for the men's D1A National Championship game, which will be on ESPN3 right after this. It's a replay of last year's D1A National Championship game and the one before that. So this is the third one in a row. So USA versus Harlequins, but before they head off to the World Cup, USA Eagles return to PPL Park in Philadelphia to host the Harlequins Football Club. Get tickets for the August 30 match at www.ticketmaster.com.
That's going to be another exciting clash as well. Anytime you get to see international rugby, especially the US Eagles play, men or women, it really is a great occasion. So get out to ticketmaster.com, get your tickets for the USA Eagles taking on the Harlequins, professional side from the United Kingdom. Meanwhile, back to the action here. Really like to see the Wildcats, if they can put some play together. We know they've got some dangerous backs. They've been struggled so far in the forwards.
So right on the halfway and 15-metre line. All the backs lined out to the left-hand, right-hand side. So waiting for Penner to put it in. Oh, penalty. Quickly taken there from Jenny Johnson. 5 metres from the sideline, it's just over the 40. Penner trying to find Long, finds Long. Long hitting the forwards up, centre field, but good defence there from Penn State. Central Washington need to get numbers to those rucks. Penner finally comes out, hits Long. Look at that line charging up there from Penn State, pushing them back. They've pushed them back about 20 metres and the ball's gone slightly forward. But Slaughter's coming back for an infringement all the way back over the halfway. Looks like we're going to have a, well, she's having a chat with Karens.
You can't hear what that was about, but the defense, you're right, is pushing up in the face. The Wildcats need to send more players to the breakdown.
Attacking defense, that you always get told it when you in your playing days. Always attack with the defense. Put the pressure on the ball carriers. So we're going to go back for a penalty. Ball's in Maya's hands. Oh, not the best kick off her. She's had a great game. Unfortunately, that kick's not where she wanted to go, but the ball's back in her hands. And she finds Long out the back. They've got numbers if they can spin it. Tiatu. Oh, good little flick pass there from Serevi, hitting Long. Long cuts back inside over the 40 metre. This is promising stuff from Central Washington. Ball, that's out to Schaefer. Schaefer trying to get some forward momentum. Oh, and they've snaffled it again through Karen. She puts it on the boot. No one home, and it's a foot race. Halanu picks it up, but unfortunately, Penn State numbers are all there. There's the kicker again, Karens. Knock on. Slaughter's found a knock on there, but from the captain, great skill shown.
That really was phenomenal. A kick and chase. Christina Perry there, the freshman from Maryland, just knocking on right at the end of play. But wow, what a turnaround indeed. It looked like Central Washington were putting some great phases together as we look at the replay here. It's Karens who kicks up. That's the end of it. She follows it up, puts the tackle in, gets to her feet, drives over the ball, and then the knock-on comes in here from Perry. Just couldn't keep the ball in her hands. It was pretty low at the bootstraps. And look where they are again. Oh, the Wildcats take their formidable position, scrum inside their 22.
Yeah, it seems like that's been the story of the day. Because hopefully they've learned from their mistakes and they can just get the ball out, start making some forward momentum up the field. But look at the Penn State, once again, just small feet. Oh, they're going for it. Oh, she's found some space out wide. Oh, ball doesn't go to hand. Oh, they're just trying what they can now.
That looked pretty exciting,
yeah.
Though. Good hands on the outside, Tomo. That ball was caught. Looked like Mayers was making a bit of meters there. Wasn't to be, though, unfortunately. We got the super sub coming in as well. We said Carly Waters. She's the replacement scrum half for Penn State, the Nittany Lions. Last about 20 minutes to go. 39 points the difference. And the Penn State crowd are really been enjoying this game. Their team has scored 7 excellent tries, looking to add their 8th. All started up front with Katie Benson and Hope Rogers providing a powerful base to attack. Now the scrum still goes nicely forward. They look to rumble it up. Right at the back is Lucas. Now they go to Katana, going straight to the line. Right near the line, will she go all the way? She rolls. So close, Katona Picking and going, though. They won't stop her that close. And that's Bitsy Carins.
Held up.
Oh, they've called for not even a replay.
Is it Myers? Tell me it was Myers.
Oh, it probably was.
Hopefully.
It probably was. Wow, she has saved 3 or 4 tries already today. Without her, it'll be 50-0.
We're going to have a look back at that little passage of play. It's Katorna taking players with her. Long can't bring her down. There's Karens over the line, but held up through. Looks like that was Taylor Duncan. Great stuff from the number 7, but Penn State back into it.
Picking and going, and this time it's Becky Henn. Right near the line, the replacement player. This time diving over, won't be stopped. Oh no, will be stopped again, twice in a row. Oh my goodness, it's all happening here.
There's a bit of verification.
Carly Waters, it looked like she'd hit the line with a ball. But
Lock on.
no. We're going to look at the replay here. Tomo, you tell me.
Well, the touchy was on the other side of the ruck. I don't know how she would have seen it, but X-ray vision, I think. So inches away from the line. Here it comes. Oh, that's a tough one. Oh, the ref was right there, but
actually maybe it hit someone's ankle. That's why there's a player on the ground. Could well be.
So looks like they're setting up for a scrum, which will be Penn State ball. So we'll look to see if the Penn State maybe go for the pushover try here.
Yeah, they've been just so dominant up front. Really is hard to contend with that pack. And now they've got some of the replacement players in. And we spoke about Becky Henn, the sophomore. She's packing down at the number 8 position, wearing 18 on her back. Here they go again. Oh, this time the ball comes out. Henn picks up, looking for Barber. Barber cutting through. She's on the line and puts it down. I'm not going to say anything because it might be held up.
Third time's a charm, try time.
Try awarded. Oh, it is indeed. Barber scores a double, and that caps off a great performance for the centre.
Here's the replay. Seeing that centre, Barber just cruising through, hitting the ball at pace. There's Henn looking for her. She finds her, step off the right, through a couple of defenders, and all she's got to do is fall over the line, and that's try time. That takes the score. Penn State 39. Central Washington yet to score in this national championship match with 16 and a half minutes to go.
Yeah, Penn State are absolutely loving this, enjoying the day out here. And while they're enjoying that, rugby fans come together with Emirates, the official airline of USA Rugby. Enjoy our award-winning service to more than 140 destinations worldwide across 6 continents. Tomorrow brings us closer to the game we love. Fly Emirates. Hello tomorrow. Wonderful stuff there from Emirates as we see the conversion coming through here. A little chip kick and goes underneath. It'll be a goal in soccer, but in rugby it won't add to the score, thankfully for Central Washington, because it already is 44-0. And the Penn State Nittany Lions look to claim their 10th national title and extend their home soil run to 2011. That's the last time they lost, and that was at the national championship game.
That's incredible statistic. Unheard of. Here we go. Kick up there from Myers. She finds a little bit of space. Oh, Serevi went for it, but went without it. That's Halahuni setting the ball up. Serevi at the back. There's Penner out to Long. To Valava. Malu. Oh, she's just driven back. Oh, ball goes slightly forward. That was off Sammy Pinson. Comes back to BYU. Use her side of the play. That is Benson taking it up over the halfway line. Rumbling up for the pick and go through the Penn State forwards to the right-hand side. Looks like that's the plan, and she's finding a hole. That's number 4. That's Katie Miller.
Great score. Can you believe it? Pimpkin. Taylor Pimpkin, the junior from Pittsburgh, caps off a wonderful performance in this national championship. And she's absolutely ecstatic, and why wouldn't you be? What a score.
Great play there. Just a turn of play. Central Washington losing the ball, and then Penn State just capitalising. There's Miller going through, palming it off to her lock, Powell, Pimpkin under the sticks. 5-pointer, taking the score. Penn State 44, Central Washington 0 with the kick come.
Wow, this really is Penn State at its absolute best. Both locks combining there to score a great try. And this kick from right in front will put the 50 on the scoreboard if it is successful. And it is 51-0.
From Gatorade knows every victory starts from within. It's a determination to come up big when it matters most, but no athlete does it alone. They need training and fuel to perform. That's how greatness comes from within. Win from within. Gatorade.
Well, it sounds like the Penn State ladies have been drinking Gatorade because they're definitely winning within and on the scoreboard. Oh, nice looking kick. That'll take a line out though. It'll still be Penn State ball. They've reached the 50 mark. What an accomplishment in a national championship final.
Yeah, massive. Just shows the quality of the depth of the players that they have and the season that they have. It's been quite a display, to be honest.
It really has. Hats off to Katie Daly and her coaching staff standing in for Pete Steinberg, the women's national coach.
And they're just eager. You can see with the defence just coming up in the Central Washington's face that they want more points. They want their ball back and they want some more 5-pointers. So that's Penner. Out to Pinson. Pinson going nowhere. Needs some support. Who is that trying to go through the ruck? That looks like Schisler. Schisler? No, sorry. Katie Benson. But here's some promising stuff for Central Washington. It's the first time they've been in the 22 all half. 5 minutes out from the line. Let's hopefully they can get some points on the board. So we have Penner throwing it in. We've got a full line out. A couple of substitutions here for Penn State.
Yeah, it looks like 3 players are coming into the field, and that's a great chance for them. About 12 minutes to go. 3 fresh legs coming in.
So Chipman and Fury are off. And we have Schaefer coming in. So back to the line out. So here we go. Great opportunity here for Central Washington. Bit of a hold up in play here. Looks like Barber's coming back on.
That was short-lived for Barber, getting a breather.
Yeah. Unfortunate for who's that, number 14, Airy Key. So good take here for Central Washington. Ball's at the back. Out to Long. Long to Sarevi. Sarevi taken down by 2. Ball spit out wide and Penn State have got it again. But we're going to come back. Slaughter's seen something.
I think they collapsed the maul initially, and so it could even be a penalty try if you want to be technical.
Slaughter having a good chat.
I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention when you oh my God, I got so like.
But it's all sort of in vain, really, with the score being what it is at 51-0. But let's hope Central Washington gets some credibility back. Looks like they're going to go for Penner, ball in hand. Quick tap's taken. Avalu. They wrap her. Rogers trying to wrap her up. But she's still going, the girl. She's over the line. Knocked on. Maybe that extra effort just wasn't needed.
Oh, it was so close. You really were hoping she put that ball down. Vavalu has had such a good game as well. She went up against Rogers and just knocks the ball out, unfortunately. So that opportunity for them to score their only points of this game won't happen right now. There's still about 10 minutes to go. And Penn State will be able to kick this downfield, relieving pressure. So Penn State have a couple of fresh legs on the field. That's always nice when you get your whole squad to run, especially in the championship game. Very unlikely that it come back. Oh, it's a tight head. Great steal.
Oh, very good. That's Johnson taking off the back. Try time! Good stuff there from the number 8. Well-deserved try there. She's been putting in the work all day, and that finally puts Central Washington on the board with a 5-pointer.
Jenny Johnson, the basketball crossover athlete from Kent. Look at her go as you watch the replay. You call it, Tomo. Well earned indeed with the short sleeves. Just fending players off. Barbara's on her back, and she still carries them over at the try line. On the line is a try. Well awarded. They get 5 points.
Kick to come. So it looks like Long's taken the place kicks for the day. Caddy Long. She's been very consistent with points all year. So hope she can continue this run.
Really good to see the Wildcats on the scoreboard. They've worked hard, been under a lot of pressure in this game. It's a very aggressive Penn State team. That kicking successful. Which, meanwhile, come out to Sacramento, California this July to witness the Pacific Nations Cup doubleheader between Fiji and Samoa, and the USA Eagles taking on Japan in the World Cup preview at Bonnie Field. Tickets available at www.ticketmaster.com. Better be there July 24th. That'll probably be a sold-out event. Doubleheader. International Rugby comes back to the USA. That World Rugby Pacific Nations Cup. Meanwhile, back to the action here. Bitzer will kick off.
Nice high kick there from Bitzer. Good take there from Central Washington. Oh, she's met hard by the defense. So it looks like they got their tails up. Wrong end of the match, but nevertheless, they're coming to play. So Penn State just trying to rumble through the ruck. Valu used the hands in the ruck, unfortunately. So Penn State will have another roll of the dice here. Looks like they'll go for the line.
Yep, Penn State. They've been like those flaming hot Doritos. So hot to stop. Kick for the touch. They know they're going to go for the driving ball again. Bitzer puts it downfield. And those forwards get ready to rumble. They just seem like they don't tire, just such workhorses.
No, they're so fit. You know, you can just see it on the defense. You know, that any team, you know, being so far up in a match could easily just take the foot off the brake, off the pedal, sorry. But this team is just non-stop going right to the end.
They really are. Super sub coming in, that's Brittany Mitchell. She comes in, the senior. And a great game from Katie Benson. She leaves the field. Baby Mellon, they call her. She scored a wonderful try and has been instrumental in those set pieces and rolling balls. So, first look at Brittany Mitchell. She gets to throw in. With this full line out, we hear the cheers in the background for the Penn State supporters. They want to see if their team can punch in another try. Nicely taken at the front, Katie Miller. The collegiate All-American, they drive through the maul as we expected. Only a few meters out, this maul, so hard to stop. And they rumble it over, easy as you like. Penn State, don't put the kettle on, they're not done yet.
Great work from the forwards there. Nice take from up top and just drive short feet. We'll get a replay of that soon for you folks. Here it comes. So you see all in unison, ball at the back of that ball. Teams working as one. A little replacement halfback, Carly Waters, just directing them where to go, and all it is a ball down. So we'll look up for the kick here. Just to extend the lead to 58. A great performance here from Penn State.
So retake that kick there. Also, the nice thing about Penn State, they tested themselves against some senior clubs as well, Nova, and they played against the Philadelphia Women's RFC. And so also getting that competition, it really makes you play at a higher level. They've reached the national semi-finals 20 of 21 years, and this will be their 10th title. And in absolutely dominant style. That kick might not be successful. No, it goes to the side.
So World Rugby Shop is proud to be the official online retailer of USA Rugby. Get all your USA Eagles gear and more at worldrugbyshop.com.
Yeah, check them out online there. Meanwhile, 56-7 is the score.
Looks like Mayer's going to be with the restart. Goes a bit deeper. Nicely taken there from Penn State. Valu with the tackle. Looks like Waters. She's hitting her forward runners through Pimpkin. Over the halfway line she goes. Waters again. It's back to, that's Bitzer. Bitzer finding the space out the back. So there's Mayer. There's a bit of space in front of her. Out to Serevi. Oh, Serevi looks like she's fumbled it. It's going to go to Penn State for the knock-on. Devastation there for the Central Washington team. They can't make a break all day.
It's not often you mention the word Serevi and knock-on in the same sentence.
No, it's not. I mean, Central Washington just hasn't been there day-to-day for the whole team.
Yeah, it's been very tricky indeed with the defense come flying up, and that was a great little bit of tactical play from Bitzer. Maya Bitzer just putting it downfield, and they know they can come up in defense and put them under a lot of pressure again. So scrum feed coming to Waters. Got Hen at the back. Hen picks and goes, finds Waters. No, goes behind her. But then it's scooped up from Bitzer. But there'll be no advantage coming, so it's going to be that slide knock-on. And Central Washington will get the scrum feed.
So a lot of tired bodies out there. 3 minutes to go, almost 2 minutes to go in the national championship game for these women. They've both had a great season, but unfortunately there can only be one winner. And today it looks like it's going to be Penn State.
And then the next game coming up, of course, on ESPN3.com is a crunching D1A final for the men's. Life University against the St. Mary's Gales. That game is going to be absolutely sensational. Well, while they reset the scrum, though, it's San Jose's Aya Stadium becomes the home of international rugby on July 18th with a doubleheader featuring Canada taking on Japan and the USA Eagles in a World Cup preview match against Samoa. Tickets are available at www.ticketmaster.com, and that USA Eagles game against Samoa will be an absolute rip-snorter. We know there's no love lost between those two countries when it comes to 15s or 7s.
There we go, Maya with the little wrap around. Oh, ball just goes above her head. Picked up by Serevi, but once again, no, we're going to have another scrum down to Penn State. Yeah, that will be a cracking match, USA versus Samoa.
Yeah, Taku Nguyen scored a great try in the 2007 World Cup when they were in the same pool as Samoa.
Yeah.
But Samoa have really been playing some quality rugby in the last few years. It'll be hard to stop, and the Eagles, of course, had that great test match opportunity against the All Blacks.
Yep.
60,000 people watching the US play. Rugby is really booming in the United States. In the Olympics next year, obviously you have to qualify in July 1st. Last few moments of this game ticks away, and then stay with us. We have the next match on ESPN3. The scrum goes through the 90, so they're going to get the penalty. It was wheeled on purpose by Central Washington, and so a full-on penalty. And they may want to go for a scrum again. Actually, cool kick for touch, actually, with that rolling maul they've got going. But she'll knock it downfield. The Eagle, who has 13 caps in the 15s game and also been capped in the 7s team. As this clock ticks away, huge congratulations to Katie Daly and her Penn State women's team. This is their 10th national title, and you can see why. They have been absolutely on fire. this game, scoring too many tries to count.
Yeah, they've all had a share of it, haven't they?
They have indeed, as they look to cap off another one to get to the 60 mark. It's the rolling maul that we've come to see. Very hard to stop as the bodies and legs keep driving through. And they're on the line, the ball's down. It's a try. We can see it from here. Slaughter knows it. The iTunes single. The album is available online, and so is that try. Glorious finish from Penn State.
You see, though, the girls on the sideline just want to run on the field, but they get told not to. The game ain't over yet. So we'll have the kick, and then the celebration surely will begin. And then the big one next, ladies and gentlemen, on ESPN3, Life University versus St. Mary's in the D1A Men's National Championship game. Don't go anywhere. It is going to be a cracker, Dallin.
Oh, it really is. Both these two games, we knew they were going to be absolutely massive, but did not expect Penn State to be this dominant in a 60-point win against their rival Central Washington. And the game will be probably a lot closer, St. Mary's against Life after this. Kick from the sideline. The college 15s. It doesn't matter though. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions that have scored a wonderful 10th title in the USA Rugby College National Championship. And they're absolutely delighted. Each one means so much for these ladies and their coaching staff. Congratulations to their family and friends tuning in from all over the world. What a great final they were involved in.
Yeah, awesome to watch. Awesome experience to watch that, actually. Like, I haven't seen a team that dominant in the States for a while. So, and their record of being unbeaten on American soil since 2011 is amazing and well deserved. Well deserved. As you see the celebrations, bit of dugging, I think, is that, Darryl?
Oh, that's pretty sleek. Look at the moves from Pimpkin. No wonder she has had some great steps in the game. Wow, that is special to see. Absolutely delighted. Both teams will shake hands afterwards as well. And they were in a tussle with Central Washington Wildcats. Mel Denham and her staff could be very happy too of their performance up until this final. They were really superb, going 8-0 in the regular season. This wasn't to be their day, but they'll be back. The Wildcats are not done yet. And they're building a great program there with varsity status in the fall. But meanwhile, it's the Nittany Lions 61-7. And we know on this, this celebrations here. We're going to see some highlights in a little bit, but look at the war cry. I'd like to learn some of those moves there.
Yeah, they look pretty fancy.
Yeah, they do indeed. And meanwhile, indeed, it's the celebrations are underway for the Penn State side. Pete Steinberg's probably watching. He took a break from the program in this recent season. The men's 15s national coach. He's actually there hugging his players. He's come through to watch and support them, of course. Means so much for this team. They continue the legacy. Proud alumni tuning in from all over the world to watch. Meanwhile, we know we have Hope Rogers downstairs. She has been absolutely superb, the World Cup prop for the Eagles. And Phaedra Knight is going to be interviewing Hope Rogers shortly down field side. Hope Rogers scored a wonderful try, was involved in a few others. And we're going to go downstairs to Phaedra Knight.
Hi, I'm here with a very loud crowd and player of the match, Hope Rogers. Congratulations on an excellent performance. Coming into this match, how did you prepare mentally to dominate the way you did?
We kind of just stuck to our game plan. It was really hard since we really haven't had any competitive matches since the fall season. So we kind of just, each week we tried to get better and challenge ourselves each week to mentally prepare and be ready for today.
Well, you guys had an exceptional performance.
Thank you.
Kate Daly joining you this season, the coach. What was that experience like for you?
It was a little different because we played together in the World Cup. So I kind of knew her a little bit better when we came into it. But she did an awesome job along with our other coaching staff. We have a lot of other coaches that came in to help her out, and it was just a really great season.
That's awesome. Now, are you going to take some time off, or are you going to head right back into preparation for Sevens season?
Well, we have Sevens, which starts right after, which I'm hoping to play. I'm not sure. I'm a prop, but I'm going to give it a go. And then we have a USA camp coming up in June. So.
Awesome. Well, best of luck to you. Congratulations. Go savor this victory with your teammates, and wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we're going to look at the highlights from that game was fantastic stuff. And Penn State started on fire. It was Hope Rogers, who you just heard from, dived over in the second half, scoring the first try for her team. And then straight after that, banging through the big forwards. They put together a great try, smashing it up. And then eventually it was the end. Barber finished off a wonderful score.
There we go. There's Pinkin screeching away there for a 5-pointer under the sticks. Great work there from the lock forward. And it looks like the last one, a couple more that we have is, there's Karen's with another rolling maul, and their last one works so effective for them throughout the match. And there's the celebration.
Oh, they deserve that. 61-7 victory did Penn State over the Central Washington Wildcats, and they were enjoying that moment. Stay with us. We're going to go to ESPN3.com, so switch over to ESPN3.com